One very common thing I see during breakups is this. Oftentimes, the dumpy will make it way, way worse, either by chasing, pursuing, trying to convince that person that broke up with them that they should stay. So here's what you're doing when you do that, okay? So take a look at this chart. I know you can't see the words, but if you look right here, there's red, blue, green, and then purple, and then like white, right? By trying to convince somebody, there's a little word right here that says desire right there. And you can actually find this and the stuff that it means inside my Stay in Store link, which is acting kind of weird right now because TikTok, for some reason, just doesn't like that link right now. Happens sometimes. They did this to Linktree before and other whatever. And by the way, if you also need a coaching session with me, that's where you go as well. But you'll find the book there and you can read what all of these mean. And basically, when you're down here in this red section here, okay, you're going to be in a certain vibrational state. It means you're going to be repelling, right, your ex. And when you're up in this, you're actually going to be attracting people. And obviously when you're up here, you're mega attracting. Like basically it's like a focus lens. When you're in the bottom, you're going to get more shit. When you're in the top, you're going to get way better shit, basically. Now, we tend to oscillate up and down, but usually people, and you can see them in society, people who are in the bottom of that, you can see, you know, what and who they are by the way they act, okay? So usually in this section here, there's a part called desire there. You'll be in that section and fear, right? Fear is also right below it. And they're going to be right here in the neutrality section. So what does this all mean? It means that you're never going to attract your ex until you reach that same neutral state, okay? And basically, this is why your ex always comes back spiritually, from a frequency standpoint. That's why your ex always comes back after 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Because you've begun to let go and you've released your attachment to the idea that you need them. It's literally as simple as that. And this is how I get people to get their exes back all the time, because they let go of the idea of first it needing to happen right now. Oh, I need them back right now. I need my ex back right now. You don't need that. And I know some of this may come across as harsh, but a lot of you guys are asking the wrong questions. The first question I get, like just one question I get all the time is, what if my ex is watching my stories? I'll make a whole video about that, I will. And I'm like, and again, this may sound harsh, but I'm like, why does it matter? Are they trying to come back to you? Are they texting you? Now, I know why you guys may seem like, oh, maybe they are trying to reach back out. If your ex won't reach out to you but watches your stories because maybe they have communication problems, that's not on you. That's on them. Okay? So remember, your goal, your North Star is to get to this neutral state right there. Again, if you want to read into it and do some homework, do some work, right? A lot of people want everything kind of like spoon-fed to them. The work, it's called Letting Go by David Hawkins. All his work is really, really good, but most of his other books are very spiritual and very like woo-woo. But Letting Go is the most grounded one in my opinion. And there's also one called this the Scale of Consciousness Explained, something like that. That's a good one too. It goes deeper into what all of the emotional states mean. And guys, in my opinion, now I know this is going to sound wacky, I think the entire reason why I think we're here is to obviously experience life, like just to live. But on the flip side of that, feeling what comes with that, breakups, death, and all the negativities that come with life, but also being grateful for the opposite side of that. So, you know, positivity, love, laughter, and appreciating those things. Because you don't really appreciate the things you have until you lose them, right? You don't really know what you got till it's gone. That whole thing, it's true. And once you go through enough pain, you kind of never really lose sight of that lesson. I have gone through an immense amount of pain in my life, so I don't really ever lose that sight. I have like I have a little boy who just adores me. And every time I'm working, I just want to go up and play with him, you know? And there's nothing like that. There is no replacement for having a family and having kids. especially when you are in a really good place, like financially and spiritually, and you can just give. Because at the end of the day, guys, that's what relationships are all about, is giving to each other. Give. I think you have to fill up your own bucket before you can start filling up others. And a lot of people don't look at relationships that way. They look at relationships more like what they can get from them instead of what they can give to others. And I think ultimately this is why I think women want to be with men and men want to be with women. We want to give to each other, but there's also like women look to be with men for specific reasons and vice versa. And women just want to have fun at the end of the day. And this is something I learned, like a lot of guys come into a relationship and they're way too serious. Like it's not that you can't have serious conversations with women, but you guys, like a lot of dudes are far, far too serious talking about shit that doesn't matter, and instead of just courting her, taking her out and just saying, hey, like we're going to go here to this restaurant tonight, and I want you to dress like this. Just take her on an adventure, literally. And if she wants to do something, let her vocalize that. I'd rather go to Red Lobster. Okay, cool. That's where we'll go. But I still want you to dress like this. And because I'm going to take you somewhere after, wear flats, not high heels, because we're going to do some fun stuff. Or, I don't want your feet to hurt because we're actually going to be walking around. Again, a little bit of mystery goes a long way, because she'll have this, it's like the anticipation, right? And anticipation is a powerful, powerful mental state to be in, right? So guys, work on yourselves. Seriously. Don't make the breakups worse by focusing on the wrong thing. And again, if you need my help, go to the Stan Store link in my Instagram bio, because again, TikTok be tripping right now. It may be back. Apparently TikTok and Stan Store are working on it, and sometimes TikTok just glitches and does weird shit, especially after the ban. The ban's been weird. But if you go to my Instagram and then click on it, open up your Instagram app and then click on the Stan Store link, it shouldn't give you that issue. So, hit me up if you need help.